So the question today was, do you feel like there's enough women out here for the men that are willing to be in relationships and marriage? I'm going to say, at this point in time, at this day and age, no. A lot of women, I don't think, are even thinking about marriage. I'm coming across a lot of women who don't even have kids and are already, pushing 40 or 40 or better. You know what I'm saying? So, and never wanted kids. Like, I don't, So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with no. There's not a lot of women out there that want to have relationships and stuff like that.
You know, shout out to all my non-black brothers. Hey, that's the black man's thing. All sex ends in doggy style with us. I'm not kidding. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How old are you?
28.
28. Are there enough women for relationships today?
Yeah.
Really?
Enough women for relationships? Yeah.
You're okay.
Duh.
Do you have any children?
No.
Well, what city you're? Well, don't share that. Why would you say that there are enough women for men, enough women for relationships today, when 65% of men say that they're not?
Depends on what they're looking for. Like, there's women out there, there's men out there, but it's like, where are they looking?
No.
What type of person?
They're looking for relationships. So the men are looking for relationships and or marriage. They're not looking to hook up. They're not looking for one night stand. They're looking for a woman. And 65% of men say that there are not enough. You as a woman say they are, and I'm asking you, why do you say that? And you said it depends
now
on where they're going.
Down in that way, then no.
Huh?
Thinking looking for women like girls that they want to like have sex with, but relationship.
No, relationship. Meaning, if I said sex, if there are enough women for sex today, that's a different question.
There's a lot of women for sex.
Okay, but are there enough women for relationships?
I guess not.
Do you want to be married?
One day.
Do you want children? No, you don't.
Maybe you gotta think about it.
If I'm married, I want children. But I don't want to be like a baby mama.
How many children would you like to have?
2.
Did you go to college?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in school.
You're in college right now?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to school for?
San Jose State for communications.
Okay, and at 28?
I know.
For communications?
Yeah.
What do you plan on doing with that, other than being broke?
I want to work in PR
there
for
There
sports.
we go, Kev.
So okay. Mm-hmm. PR for a major league team?
Yeah.
And how much you think you'll earn in PR?
I have no idea, honestly. I did my research, but it's different. It depends on like how many clients you have and what firm you work for.
But approximately how much, if you never get married, how much do you expect to make in a year over your career, at the peak of your career?
I haven't thought that far. At 28, I know it sounds bad, but...
Yeah, it does. So let's talk about it. At 28, you're getting college debt with a communications degree and you want to be in PR. That is a very small group of jobs.
Yeah, and there's not that many...
I know, and sorry, you likely won't get it because there are not that many. The chances of you getting a PR job for a sports team is small because they're already taken. And then what do you plan on doing? What can you do with a communications degree?
Communicate?
I want to do like sports management.
And make how much?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't have a
ballpark it. You got to give me a number.
She don't.
I at least want to make 6 figures, but I know that's
6 figures. What state do you live in?
I live in Atlanta right now.
Okay. Welcome to reality. What percentage of women earn more than $75,000 a year?
More than 75,000?
Guess.
Like 23.
I just slapped you. Again.
That is it.
See, this is the problem. A 28-year-old woman who does not want marriage, who's going to school late.
I do want marriage.
No. Did it? All right. You were shaky on that when you came through. But at 28, you're in the danger zone.
Danger zone.
How many more years do you have before you graduate?
I graduate in December.
Danger
All right.
zone.
So you'll be 28, 29. Man, if you don't get married, how do you plan on getting your $2.9 million or so that you'll need to retire on from 65 to 85? Because most people, most women, earn less than $30,000 a year.
I could make more than that bartending at a club.
But you can't bartend until you're 65. Cute runs out. And what you're showing, and what I'm using to show is, women today are allowed to go through life like it's not that serious. I'm asking you very basic questions. You're like, I know I should know. Yeah, you should know. Because men have to know, because ain't nobody coming to save us. And the reality is this: if you don't get married, the likelihood of you making enough money to take care of yourself to retirement is negligible.
Yeah, so she's 28, she's young, she doesn't know any better, I'm glad that she is getting the talk from Kevin right now, because she definitely needs a reality check, because life comes at you fast, especially once you hit 30. Like, she 28 now, she thinks shit's sweet. Once she hit 30, next thing you know, she's gonna be 35. Next thing you look up, you're gonna be 38. Then you 40, and you like, where'd my 30s go? Yeah, so you gotta buckle down in 30s for real. Like 28, the 20s is when you're supposed to be, experimenting and the free will and figuring it out. But by 30, you should be damn near done figuring it out and starting to execute, some plans.
I did an assignment on my show. If a woman made $50,000 from 25 to 65 over her career, and it just kept moving with the cost of inflation, and if she needed to retire at 65 and live to 85, she would need $2.9 million. Even if she saved $200 a month, which was a lot compared to what she would have after taxes and apartment and everything else here in Atlanta, she'd have a $700,000 shortfall, meaning you need a husband to get to the end of life unless you plan on being wealthy.
Yeah.
Unless you know you're going to make 125, 150, you need a man.
Like you said, it's not going to last.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, we could play that game, but
it's not going to work.
There's always a new model, right? And see, what I'm showing is 50, 70 years ago, you'd have been married with a child by now.
At 28.
Two kids, probably. But another woman who is out of the mating and dating and relationship thing to go get no offense, but communications is a pointless degree to do a job that's a fanciful job, PR for a sports team. I'm just saying those are small amounts of jobs. And that is more appealing than being somebody's current wife right now and somebody's current mother. That's what's been marketed to you guys. And all I'm trying to do is bring light to that, say, well, all right, you need to understand, here are your options. The path you're on right now, there are a lot of women in Atlanta who are doing what you're doing, trying to start their own business, PR, consulting, but there's 17 to 1 black women for black men, and that's before you adjust for the high gay population. So what I'm saying is, every other group of women are married at a 54% rate or higher. Were you raised to think that you needed a man to get to the end of life?
Of course not.
Not that I need, but that I should have one.
Were your mother and father married?
No.
How many children does your mother have?
My mom has 4 kids.
By how many men?
2.
And what does she do for a living?
She's like a manager at like a water company.
Well, unless you know you're gonna be making 150.
My mom got money, but
Your mom has what?
She got money, but that got nothing to do with me. But yeah.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with you. And what I'm saying is like, because when I asked you want to be married, it's kind of like, yeah, sure, one day. I was like, there's no sense of urgency for relationships.
Yeah.
So what if you don't get married? What does life look like for you? If you're an average middle class, mid PR, and I used to run an advertising PR firm. There ain't a lot of money in it for everybody. If we gave you a salary of $70,000
But I
a year.
feel like if you know the right people, you can get a job like in that.
Yeah, a job. Jobs don't make people rich.
Or a career in that field.
The average PR professional, in Atlanta earns what? The average PR salary, 45 to 75, 36 to 63. I'll give you the high end, 70,000. 70,000 from age 35 to 65. That means you're going to be living at a $70,000 salary.
What about in California? Because
you're even more broke.
Oh shit!
Right. What you mean?
So, do you have an apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to live in an apartment for the rest of your life? You want a home. All right. What kind of car would you like to drive at 40?
I want like a Range Rover.
Oh, okay. And how much do Range Rovers cost?
$150.
Like 70.
Right.
That's the low end.
So you want a Range Rover that's 70 on the low end in a career field that pays middle income.
I just gotta marry rich then. Fuck it.
Oh man.
I need you to lean forward.
Slap.
You go in on me?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Hey, you know,
because I need you to understand.
My man Kevin be breaking them down, and honestly, you know, she's only 28, so I there's really not much I'm going to say about her, you know, because she just has a lot of growing up to do. At 28, you just don't, you know, at 28 you really just don't have it together yet. But she sounds like, you know, like he said, it doesn't sound like marriage is a big thing for her, and I don't think it's a big thing for a lot of women right now. I think that, you know, most women are like, what I need to get married for? What I need to, you know, actually, what's the mentality? What I need a man for? I could do it myself. I could be independent. You know, it's not till these women are starting to get up in age where they're starting to think like, oh, well, you know what? I could use a man that could cut this grass. You know, I could use a man that could help me around the house and fix some things. I could use a man, you know, but you ain't got a man. Now you got to call somebody. You got to call the plumber. You got to call these people and invest the money in these things, where if you did have a man, he could be taking care of these things. You know, it's a lot of things that I know women be like, I don't even want to do it. I don't even feel like doing that. That's what a man is for. You know what I mean? But you also have a lot of women out there that, once again, will sit there and just, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. So, you know, once again, Kevin Samuels coming through with the game. Let me see how much. I think we can finish this one up.
How unintentionally insulting that is. Because your plan, because I've decided to, I need your money, sir. Okay, then what's he going to get for being rich? What's he going to get from you?
Nothing.
What's he going to get for his money?
Sex.
That's fair. Right? I think that's fair. What's he getting? Huh?
A housewife. I don't know the correct answer because I don't know.
Well, the thing is, ma'am, you're not a housewife. You weren't raised to be a housewife.
No, I wasn't.
See, what your answer is, and you're being honest, most women don't go through life thinking about these things because ultimately somebody will figure it out for me. And if that doesn't happen, I'll just find a man and he'll do it. So I need you black women to start walking through life like you need a black man.
Because, I do, black man.
Okay, but where's your man?
Shit.
Where is he? So if you need him, why ain't your ass over at his house right now on your knees?
Doing what?
what you should be doing at 11 o'clock at night in Atlanta
Praying to
for a
God, I
man
think that's
you
what she
need.
gonna
Praying
say.
with him.
Yeah, I remember.
He's saying, "Oh my God." I don't know if he's praying.
Hey, Kevin, wild boy, man. Listen, hey, like I said, I feel where he's coming from, but I also feel like she's only 28, so she's still young, got a long way to go. But definitely on like, I posted something about that too. I think I got some more stuff, some more information about that. But yeah, like there needs to be a sense of urgency for us to, get it together for our black women, so that we can have strong black families and start building generational wealth together. So there definitely has to be a sense of urgency for that. But at the same time, you don't want to be rushing into relationships with people that, you don't see yourself being with, or you haven't vetted well enough to be out here, trying to have a family with them and trying to build foundations when they don't even know, they don't even have knowledge of self. They don't even have self-love, things of that nature. So it's a lot of things that you have to take into consideration before you, make these engagements and stuff with people. But once again, there definitely has to be more of a sense of urgency for us to be, together with our black queens, and like I say, just having strong, stable black family foundations and building that generational wealth. So once again, appreciate the love. You know what we do. I'm gonna keep smacking you with these. Comment below, if you guys got something that you guys want to say, or if you guys got something you want me to review, or you guys got something that you guys want, to hear my opinion on. Shoot it through. If I'll check it out, give you my opinion. It's no problem. And yeah, that's what we do, man. So appreciate the love. www.blackfathersofcleveland.com. Peace.